Hey, welcome back to the road to Jerusalem. Today we are day 37 out of 40 on this Lent devotional. And specifically today we're looking at Luke chapter 18, 18 through 30. Really asking the question, what are we holding on to? As we walk this road, Jesus is getting closer and closer to the cross. And as he gets closer, his conversations get more direct because he's not just gathering a crowd. He's calling people to follow him. And today we meet a man who comes to Jesus with a question that almost every single one of us have asked in some form. What do I need to do to have a good life? Or more honestly, what do I need to do to know that I'm okay? This man is successful. He's respected. He's moral. He's done a lot of things right. And he comes to Jesus and he asks, "Good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" In other words, how do I secure my security for the future or for eternity? And before we go further, you need to see this. Jesus is not answering his question directly. Instead, he chooses to decide to expose his heart because Jesus did not come to make bad people good. He came to make dead people alive. Jesus points him to the commandments. And what do the commandments say about how to live? And the man turns to Jesus and he responds confidently and he says, "I've done all of that." So Jesus looks at him, speaks directly to him, and he places his finger on one place he hasn't surrendered. He says, "There's one thing you still lack. Sell everything you have and come follow me." Now, this is not really about money. It's about what money represents: security, control, identity. This man doesn't just have wealth. His wealth has him. And so Jesus puts his finger right on it. You cannot follow Jesus and hold on to your one thing. You can't. Because whatever you trust more than Jesus, that thing has you. That thing is actually leading your life. And here's what's powerful about all of this. This is the same invitation that Jesus gives all of his other disciples. All of the disciples, he walked up to them and said, "Follow me." And some left their fishing nets and they followed Jesus. Some left the tax table and they followed Jesus. They left their families, they left their lives behind and they followed him. But this man, he hears the exact same words, "Follow me." And instead of following, he walks away. And Luke tells us why. He was a very rich man. He wanted Jesus, but he also wanted control. More than likely, he wanted control more than Jesus. If we're honest, so do we. We want Jesus, but we also want the backup plan. We want peace, but we want it on our terms. We want trust without risk, faith without surrender. And this is what's sobering. The man doesn't reject Jesus angrily. He walks away sad, which means you could be close to Jesus, interested in Jesus, even respect Jesus, and still miss him. But here's the good news. Jesus is on the road to Jerusalem, and he's on this road for a reason. He's going to the cross. Why? Because we all have a one thing, something we trust more than God, something we hold on to for life, and no amount of effort can fix that. So Jesus gives up everything. He gives up his comfort, his life to save us. He takes our sin, he gives us his life. He loses everything so that we could gain what we could never earn, which means following Jesus isn't about losing your life. It's finally finding it. The tragedy of this story isn't that Jesus asked too much. It's that the man settled for too little. He held on to what could not save him, and he walked away from the one who could. So here's the question today for us. What is it in our life that we are holding on to? What's the one thing? What do we trust more than Jesus? Is it control? That's something I wrestle with. Is it comfort? I wrestle with that too. Money, approval, a plan. And if Jesus says, let that go and follow me, would you? Because the invitation is still the same. Follow me. Follow me. So will you walk away holding on to your one thing, or will you trust Jesus enough to let it go? I want to encourage you to seek out Jesus and pray this honestly today. Would you pray, Jesus, show me what I'm holding on to and help me to trust you more than that? Because in the end, the difference isn't who Jesus invites. He invites everyone. The difference is who lets go. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.